Well, coming up on today's show, this is our fall home and garden show, and we've got a lot of great things to bring you. We stopped by Ag Pro out in New Albany to look at some of the tractors and the gators out there. Also, if you're looking for some organization for your kitchen, maybe some tips on landscaping, or maybe you need some supplies to get things going for the winter. Well, we have all that on today's show. You don't want to miss 1 minute. I'm Mike Kilburn, and along with Renee Joseph, we're out and about in Columbus.
Well, the real estate market is hot, and now's a perfect time to buy or sell your home. And we're here with expert Judy from HER London. Judy, great to see you again.
You too. Thanks for coming back.
Well, tell us all about, if you're a first-time home buyer, what you really need to know before you get this process started.
Basically, the first step is to get your pre-approval. It's not a bad idea to align yourself with an agent that you trust to hook you up with a lender that they've worked with in the past, and that way you can kind of get things going and get your home.
Well, how is the market right now?
The market is really crazy. Things are selling so fast, it's ridiculous. So if you're planning to offer on a house, you better have your pre-approval in hand.
Well, since it's so hot, are you having a hard time finding inventory for your buyers?
Absolutely. It is very difficult. Most properties are having multiple offers. You're getting beat out, things like that. It is just crazy.
Well, what do you do if something like that happens? Do you suggest building?
Absolutely. If the buyer is in a situation where they are ready to build, financially and mentally ready to build, it is a great idea. Most buyers don't know that you can take an agent with you to represent you with a builder.
That's a great idea, because especially if it's the first time, you don't really know what you're doing.
Absolutely.
And you can negotiate.
Yes, we definitely suggest that. Agents know the questions to ask a builder, so make sure you take your agent with you to your builder.
Well, Judy, this is wonderful information, and a lot of people are interested in buying that first home right now, or even a second or third home. Yes. So how do we find out more information so we can do this right?
You can visit us online at london.herrealtors.com. You can also see us on Facebook at HER Realtors London. And you can come out and see us at 57 West High Street, London, Ohio.
Do you have a lot of odds and ends type jobs that you need done around the house, but you just don't know who to call? Well, Top Class Handyman can handle those. And joining me is Nicholas. Nicholas, welcome to the show. Good to have you on.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
Tell me a little bit about how you got in the handyman service business.
Yeah, absolutely. So growing up, I was actually pretty handy around the house and everything like that. Top Class Handyman has really become the main focus. For the last 6 to 8 months, I've been going strong, helping a lot of Columbus residents and people across Central Ohio. And my number one goal is really to just make their lives easier and really help them out.
So Nicholas, what would you tell consumers in terms of advice when they're looking for a handyman service?
Yeah, great question. So what I would recommend is take a look at the reviews online, make sure they have the experience, the credibility, they're trustworthy. And from my experience, my customers really want the job done right the first time. Right. And they know that when they're hiring a handyman, it's an investment into their products. If I'm, for example, building their furniture, mounting a TV, they know that that's an investment. So they want someone who's trusted, they can have in their home, that's safe for their family. So that's something that I definitely recommend for them to check out.
Let's talk a little bit about the COVID thing. How do you protect that consumer that you're going out to do a service for?
Yeah, absolutely. That health and safety is one of my big focuses. One of my best friends, he's a doctor, and my dad, he was a 9/11 first responder and also works for Ohio Health. So health and safety is super vital to me. So for example, I will be always gloved up and also have a mask on, and then maintain the 6 feet apart. And I also hand sanitizer before and after I put on the gloves too, so to keep my customers safe.
Well, give us some contact information where we can learn more.
Yeah, absolutely. So I have a website, topclasshandyman.com. You can go on there, check out my reviews, my background information, some past projects, stuff like that.
Well, if you're thinking about purchasing a home, A home inspection is an important part of that process. And we're here today with Jim and Laura with Habitation Investigation. Thank you so much for coming on the show today.
For inviting us.
Glad to be here.
Well, you guys have some great reviews. Tell us what sets you apart, makes you guys unique.
I think first of all, we're family-owned business. We've grown. We have multiple inspectors, so we can get a home inspection scheduled and on the books within 48 hours. So we have a very quick turnaround. One of the things we have is we have over $100,000 of free warranty coverage every time we do a whole house inspection, which is quite unique. Most companies do not offer any kind of warranties at all. And then we have 24-hour a day scheduling online.
So what areas do you guys service?
We serve all of Central Ohio, easily an hour range outside of, around Columbus and Dayton as well. We can serve.
Well, Laura, let me ask you. I know spring and summer is your busy time for home inspections.
Yes, it is.
But what about the fall? What do you guys do in the fall? And is there any tips you can give a homeowner for the fall?
Yeah, actually with COVID this year, things have been kind of weird and people have been spending more time in their houses. So we've been getting a lot more calls. People aren't feeling well. Their kids are having issues. Their doctors are telling them that they need to get their air quality tested in their house. So we've been doing a lot more mold testing or VOC tests, volatile organic compounds.
Yeah, that's very true. Great information there. Well, how do we find out more information about habitation investigation?
You can go to our website, homeinspectionsinohio.com. You can schedule there 24/7. You can also call us at 614-413-0075. And even after hours, we have someone that will pick up the phone. So you can literally get somebody 24/7.
Would you like your business to make an appearance on an upcoming episode of Out and About Columbus? Send your contact information to info@outandaboutcolumbus.com to learn more.
Whether you have some snow blowers that need tuned up and some service, or you're looking for a new tractor or one of these sweet gators, they have it all at Ag Pro. And Rick's joining us today to talk a little bit about things as we move into fall. Rick, welcome to the show. Good to have you back on.
Well, thank you. It's good to be back on.
So we're moving towards fall now. What's popular? What are a lot of people looking at when they come into Ag Pro?
So the fall, we have a lot of people looking at the John Deere Gators. John Deere makes about 9 different series of Gators, all the way from 2-wheel drive up to the 4-wheel drive with cabs and heat and air conditioning, and any style you want, John Deere can help you out.
And what are some of the options you can get for a Gator?
So with the John Deere Gator, like with winter coming up, you could put a snow blade on it. You could put a sprayer on the back for landscaping, spreaders, pull a cart, put chainsaws in the back, whatever your task might be.
Well, you know, Rick, when I was looking around the store, I couldn't help but notice that you have a steel display over here. Are you carrying those products as well?
Yeah, we carry a full line of steel products, and especially coming into the fall, if you need chainsaws, we got a full lineup starting as low as $159 and going up from there. We've got pressure washers, we've got weed trimmers, little handheld trimmers, blowers for, blowing leaves, things like that. Sure. You name it. If you need a handheld product, still has a great product line, and we carry it all here at Ag Pro.
So give us some contact information where we can reach you and learn more about Ag Pro.
So you can always go under our website, agpro.com, or you can give us a call here at the store, 614-475-0707. We're here in New Albany, but again, we've got stores all over Ohio that can take care of you.
Yeah, check out one of these sweet Gators, right? Rick, thanks for being on the show.
You bet. Thank you.
Boy, the holidays coming up. You may be getting rid of some of the furniture, buying some new. Well, we got a place coming up that you can donate to, and it'll benefit the community. Well, we're now moving into fall, and of course, there's some things that you need to know about your garden and about your grass before you move into fall. And the man that can help us out is Ty Woods with Year Round Landscaping. Ty, welcome back to the show.
Oh, it's always a pleasure, Mike.
Well, as we said in the beginning of this, we're moving into fall. I hate to think about it, but when you think about next month's October, So what should people be thinking about in terms of their garden? You've always said to me, this is a great time to get ready for next year.
Yeah, you might think that the summer is over and it's time to wind down, although that's the last thing you should be doing, because what you do now will determine the kind of garden or yard that you have next spring. So you should get started with cleaning things up, cutting back perennials, maybe getting other plants installed that you've been thinking about.
Yeah. Now, one of the things that I wanted to ask you, this is one of your patios that you've done. Is this a good time to do a patio at the end of the season?
Yes, it is. Yeah, you can get your outdoor living space expanded, and it's really enjoyable in the fall when it's not so hot and things. Although we got umbrellas here today, but when it's a little cooler, those cool nights and things, you'll want to enjoy the outdoors.
Yeah, I just want to mention, this really makes a nice outdoor space in this yard to come out and sit on the patio and kind of enjoy this. It's nice with the grill and everything. If we had some steaks, we'd cook some steaks, Ty. But now you did the actual brick work along this garden, correct?
Yes, the brickwork, the patio, everything out here with the stone. And this patio is maybe 7 to 10 years old, and you can see how long it'll last. And that stone edging, that'll be here for years to come as well. They won't have to keep doing that over every year.
Yeah, when we were walking around looking at it, I said, "Well, that's some beautiful work. You and your guys did a great job on that." Well, give us some contact information, Ty, where we can learn more and get those services underhand.
Well, if you want to learn more, go to our website at www.landscaping365.com. Once you're ready to move things forward, you can use the website to schedule an estimate, or you can give us a call at 614-260-8774.
And you'll take care of it. Ty, thanks so much for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Well, Dills Greenhouse has always had a fall festival, but because of COVID concerns, not going to be able to do the full fall festival this year, but at least they're going to have some fun for the kids out here. And Jerry Dills joined me today. Jerry, welcome to the show. Good to have you on.
Well, thank you, Mike. This year has just been really strange. We would have hundreds of kids back in the back all week, school groups. Then on the weekends, we're open to the public. A nice day, we might have 1,000 people here. Well, that's not happening this year, obviously. So we decided to kind of decorate the front end with some of the characters and stuff we had in the back.
Yeah, so some good photo opportunities, right?
Photo opportunities for the kids to come out. We still have a lot of the gourds and the fancy pumpkins and things like that. So we're just, we're trying to make it fun, but not have an event.
Yeah, I noticed you got a little bit of a maze over here for the kids, right? Just a very small one.
While they're checking out, they can run through it. Yeah, we're not promoting that this year. We'd love to do it. We did it for, I think 28 years. We had a lot of families come out with their kids, and now the kids are coming out with their kids, and so we've had a lot of calls all day long. We've put on our website and everything that we're not doing it. We can't do hay rides, and we can't have that kind of crowd here.
Yeah, I understand. Well, what's popular in the greenhouse right now?
Well, the most popular thing is probably the mums. We sell a lot of mums, gourds and pumpkins. I was telling you earlier, we sell 80 tons of those in a normal year.
Unbelievable, 80 tons.
I don't think we're going to sell 80 tons this year. I hope we do.
Yeah.
Just scarecrows, just fun things for the kids to do. Straw, corn stalks. They like to decorate outside with that kind of stuff.
Give us some contact information here, Jerry, where we can find you.
Yeah, we're at Dills Greenhouse, 5800 Rigger Road. We're in Groveport, Ohio. We're actually right on 33.
You can't miss it, that's for sure.
Between Canal and Hamilton Road. So you can't miss us. We got a big sign out there. If you miss that, you're daydreaming, I think. So yeah, you can't miss us. We're a fairly large operation.
Okay. Jerry, thanks so much for being on the show.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks for stopping.
Well, we all want to save time and be more organized, and Shelf Genie of Columbus can help us do just that. We're here today with Michael. Michael, thanks for being on the show today.
Yeah, it's great to be here.
Well, tell us how Shelf Genie can help us get more organized and save time.
Well, Shelf Genie's not just about putting a pull-out shelf in. Obviously, that helps getting the stuff out of the cabinet, but what we do a lot of is we change the way you store things, because sometimes a cabinet's not quite big enough to store things traditionally flat, and we'll take a lot of that stuff and stand it up. Sometimes we'll put 3 in a cabinet. It's all about your kitchen and how you use it, and we're going to make it so you can use it even better.
Well, give us some examples of some of the things that you do.
So, for example, in my pots and pans cabinet, it's too small to lay everything down and stack those pots and pans up. So what I've done is I've put dividers in and we've turned those vertical. Now I can reach down in that cabinet, pull that glide out, grab the exact skillet or pot that I need. It's right at my fingertips.
Yeah, and you do trash cans, even pantries.
We do. In my home, it's just my daughter and I don't really have a pantry. So what I've done is I've taken a lower cabinet, put 3 glide outs in there, and turned that into my little mini pantry.
Very clever. Now, I understand you're also doing closets, and everybody needs organization in their closets. Tell us about that.
We are. So Shelf Genie just launched a new venture called Closets by Shelf Genie. Same great Shelf Genie service, now in your bedroom closet.
Everybody wants that.
Yes.
You do so many things here. How can we find out more information about Shelf Genie Columbus?
Well, you can go to shelfgenie.com and look up Columbus on there and book an appointment right there online. We have a way for you to choose what day and time you want. You can book right online without talking to anybody. You can call the number on the screen, get a hold of our call center, book an appointment that way.
Wonderful. We all want to be more organized, especially me. Thank you so much for sharing your wonderful product with us.
Thanks for having me.
I've had a personal experience with the Furniture Bank, and let me tell you, it's a first-rate organization, and it really benefits the community well. Steve from the Furniture Bank is joining us today. Steve, welcome to the show. Good to have you on.
Well, thank you, Mike. It's a pleasure to be here.
So why should people think about donating to the Furniture Bank while they're doing that fall cleaning?
Well, that's a great question. So, Mike, in our community, we probably have several thousand kids tonight who are going to be sleeping on the floor, that don't have a bed to call their own. We have several thousand families that don't have a table to eat on or to do homework on. And so the beauty of the Furniture Bank is we'll take furniture that you no longer want, and then we can give that to a family in need. And believe me, there's a lot of families out there right now that are struggling. And so any donation, as you're cleaning out your basement, it's a great opportunity to get back to the community as well.
Yeah. How does it benefit the community?
So what it does is we have folks that come out of homelessness, domestic violence, maybe they've lost everything in a fire, and they're actually living in an empty apartment or an empty house. And so what we're able to do is give that family a house full of furniture that really turns their empty house into a home. We'd like to say it turns it into a home of hope. And it really does, home is your safe space. You know, and so when all the struggles of the world are going on, you know, you like having that sofa to sit on, you like having that table to have a cup of coffee on, and so that we really benefit families. It's a basic need that families have.
Well, it's a great organization. Give us some contact information where people can schedule pickups and make donations and do all those good things.
Yeah, please visit us on our website. It's www.furniturebankcoh.org. And you can get a lot of information there, or you can feel free to call us at 614-272-9544. And we're happy to come out and pick up anything that you have. It'd be great.
Yep. Well, great information, Steve. Thanks so much for being on the show.
All right. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it.
Like the Out and About Facebook page for pictures, video, and more on the show, including news on upcoming shows and even exclusive behind-the-scenes content. That's facebook.com/OutandAboutColumbus.
Ethan Allen is always on top of the latest trends in furniture and home design. Times are constantly changing, and Ethan Allen changes right with them. Stephen told us more about Ethan Allen's history and some of the new things you'll see when you visit their store. Well, Stephen, thanks for having us back to Ethan Allen here in Worthington.
Well, thanks for being here.
I always love coming here. The furniture's gorgeous. Tell us what makes Ethan Allen unique in furniture design.
Well, Ethan Allen's unique because we actually produce a top quality product with great design style. We focus on sustainability, which is really important in these days. So we focus on doing the right thing from production and wood selection of our products all the way through taking care of our customers upon delivery with our world-class delivery service. So that the way we treat customers is what makes us most unique.
Well, the name Ethan Allen has been around for a long time. Give us a little brief history on Ethan Allen.
We have been around a long time, since 1932, but specifically this location is third-generation family-owned for the past 50 years. So we are part of this community, and we're very proud of that.
Tell us how we can find out more information about Ethan Allen.
Well, certainly visiting our store is the best way. Talking to a designer who can do everything for you. We do a complimentary in-home design service where we'll come to your home and help you create exactly what you're looking for, doing all brand new pieces or incorporating existing pieces that you have in your home that you love, that you don't want to part with. At ethanallen.com, of course, is going to give you tons of information as well.
Wonderful. Stephen, great information. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Well, a pleasure to meet you, and thanks for coming in.
Whatever the electrical job around your house, My Electric Works can handle. And joining me to talk about that today is John. John, welcome down to Columbus. Good to have you back on the show.
Thanks for having us again.
Well, I understand you guys are doing a special since this is our fall home and garden show.
Yes, sir. We have a $75 off coupon that will apply to any electrical job in your home or business. We also have a special running for ceiling fans. That does have to be a 1-for-1 swap, meaning that you have the proper box there and a ceiling fan existing. So you can have us out, free estimates, and get you taken care of.
Yeah, that sounds great. You know, one of the things that I always wondered about is how do you as a consumer know that your electric panel may be overloaded or you need to replace or you need to expand on it?
That's a really good question. So the first thing is every panel should be replaced after 20 years. The UL listing, the manufacturers all, recommend that. And at a minimum, if you're not going to do the replacement, you should at least do a refresher and change all the breakers, and that's including the main breaker as well.
You know, we're moving into fall and winter now, and of course, everybody's got electrical items around the house. What's your advice about those electrical items?
I'll tell you right now, space heaters are an absolute no in our industry.
I've seen plenty of fires because of those.
Oh, absolutely. If you're going to have extra heat in the home, definitely consider having us come out wiring in a baseboard heater or even a gas heater. Space heaters are just not up to par. I mean, they're made overseas. Not that that's wrong, but they come with a bad UL listing more often than not. They're required to be on dedicated circuits, and what that means is you need a breaker specifically for that space heater. If you're plugging it into your living room where you have your TV, your surround sound, or in your kids' room where they have lights, laptops, that space heater is going to add an unnecessary amount of power to the circuit and will create overheating.
Well, that's some good advice, no question, John. Give us some contact information where we can learn more about My Electric Work.
Yeah, you can reach us at 614-530-9777, or you can find us at myelectricworks.com.
Well, we all lead such busy lives. Who has time to clean their homes? Why not let Minima Services help you keep your home spick and span? I learned more about the services they offer when I spoke to Liz. So if I called in and wanted a general cleaning, what would that include?
Our general cleaning, we send a crew. They're bonded and insured, and all of our employees are fully background checked. We provide all the supplies and equipment, and we do have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, always have. And the cleaning itself would consist of polishing all the furniture. They dust all the baseboards and woodwork, corners, ceilings for cobwebs, polish all the furniture, wipe all the glassware and knickknacks, dust picture frames, dust light fixtures, thoroughly clean and disinfect the bathroom, tile, tub, faucets, fixtures, outside of cabinets, anything on the countertops, sink and floor. In the kitchen, they wipe down the cabinets, clean the outside of the appliances, inside the microwave, sink and floor, and they also clean the inside of the windows as part of the cleaning, and they'll empty all the waste baskets and change the linens as well.
How many employees do you have?
Right now, we have 11. We keep it small. I call it a small homegrown hometown business.
So with this type of service, you probably have a big turnover.
Actually, we are really blessed. We have people that have been with us from 7, 8, 12, 15, 27 years. To me, that's the most important part of my success in this business, because if you can't keep your employees happy, they're not going to keep your customers happy.
Well, how can we find out more about having you come out and clean our home?
www.minimaservices.com, 614-794-9333.
Would you like your business to make an appearance on an upcoming episode of Out and About Columbus? Send your contact information to info@outandaboutcolumbus.com to learn more. Well, we've had a long relationship with Renew It Home Improvement, and today Jason has joined us to talk about this project behind us, which is absolutely huge. It looks like, every time we see one of the projects you guys do, it's bigger than the last one that we saw, and this one looks like a big one. Tell us what's going on with this.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. It's we're doing a great room addition on the beautiful view here on Buckeye Lake.
How long is it going to take to complete this project, top to bottom?
It's pretty big project. So you're looking usually with everything that we're doing, because we're not just doing remodel for the room addition. We're also doing kitchen remodel. We're doing a bathroom remodel, roofing. We're also replacing their siding with board and batten vinyl siding as well. So you're looking, 1 to 2 months. I mean, it's a big job.
Well, let's talk a little bit about other remodeling projects that you do. What do you do besides, obviously, room additions?
Sure, yeah. We not only room additions, but exterior-wise, our main focus is roofing, also windows and doors. We also do vinyl siding replacement as well, too. But I'd say a little bit more than half of what we actually do is internal remodeling. So we do kitchens, bathrooms, especially as winter approaches.
Yeah, well, like I said, I've seen several of the projects. You guys always do first-rate work. I've heard nothing but good things. So what makes Renew at Home Improvement unique?
Well, what's unique about us is we're not just a remodeling company. Being a general contractor, we've actually in the past built over 30 custom homes. So whether it's a large job or a small job, more than likely we'd be able to do it for you.
Yeah, well, at least the one thing we do know is it'll be quality.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Well, give us some contact information where people can learn more about Renew It.
Sure. You can contact me directly. Telephone number 740-497-5015, and our website is carpentrylancaster.com.
Fantastic. Jason, thanks for being on the show.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Well, now that the weather's getting cooler, you may be dreaming about building a roaring fire in your fireplace. But before you do that, you got to make sure that it's ready to go. And with us is Katie with the Chimney Guys. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Renee.
Well, thanks for being on the show today. And I know everyone's anxious to build a fire in their fireplace. But how often should we have our chimneys cleaned before we do that?
Actually, the National Fire Protection Association does recommend that you have the chimney cleaned annually. So whether or not you're burning, it should still be inspected and made sure that it's safe to burn in, that you don't have any blockages or anything that's going to make it unsafe to burn in.
Well, as the weather turns colder and we get snow and things like that, does the weather have anything to do with our chimneys or our fireplace?
Absolutely. So especially here in Ohio, we've got, that unpredictable weather. We've got all seasons in the freeze-thaw weather cycle. So the problem with that is the water, it expands and contracts inside the masonry in the chimney, and even the terracotta flue tiles inside of the chimney. So as it expands and contracts, it cracks the flue tiles and or the mortar joints in between them and the brick and the masonry outside of the chimney as well.
So what do you do if that happens?
Well, if that happens, there are a whole lot of things that could be necessary to correct that. A lot of repairs can be extensive, exterior or interior. So really, prevention is the key with that. So
that's keeping it clean.
Yes, keeping it clean, but with an annual inspection, we also get out on top of the chimney, make sure everything is safe and structurally sound there. There are water repellents and things that you can do as well to prevent the water penetration to begin with. But then if it does happen and you're noticing the bricks are spalling or you've got some mortar chipping down or bricks that are landing on the ground, those are repairs that we can do as well.
Well, why do we call the Chimney Guys?
Well, the Chimney Guys, we've actually been in business since 2004. We're family owned and operated, and we are certified through the Chimney Safety Institute of America.
Well, that's always good to know. Family owned and operated is wonderful. How do we find out more information?
Well, you can always go to our website at therealchimneyguys.com or give us a call, 614-446-1221.